All right, folks. I apologize for that. I had a call from my mom. Uh, we don't talk every single day, which realistically I feel that we should. But we're busy. We're a busy folk. So I may not always be able to catch her. She may not always be able to catch me. But when we catch each other, we catch each other, and we go. But yeah, getting on back into it, folks. Yeah, like when you saw me, I literally, whoops, showing prices and shit. Y'all ain't spending no money. Yeah, getting back to the Kaisenet video that I was watching earlier because it was a good video. Uh, Shit, it was literally the first thing I was doing in the morning. Didn't even eat, so I got my food. Let me turn this off so it's not blasting notifications in the microphone. And yeah, also let me turn off these. Give me a second, these notifications. All right, Reddit is just overflowing. Got you. All right, let's close everything. Close everything. Awesome. 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 Yeah. So now let's get back to it. Cam, what is up, brother? What's going on, man? How you doing? How you doing today, bro? How you doing? Yeah, I had just got a call from my OG earlier, so I couldn't keep the stream going. But it's cool. It's okay. We back. We back. We're back. Trying to get the TV on so I can make sure everything is linked and synced up. There we go. There we go. That's the real video. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it, bro. Now, let's jump into this Kaisenet video, or back into this Kaisenet video. Speaking of this nigga quitting, listen, this is all an act, it's staged, it's performance. He says that Rakai is supposed to surpass him and be the biggest streamer in the world. That's only going to happen if he steps down. Only way it's going to happen.
Elicit a negative first reaction from fans, because surely there was no way he was actually quitting, right? As it turns out, it was half clickbait. In the video, Kai goes into detail about how he has had the time of his life streaming, but he wants to take a break and move on to greener pastures. More specifically, becoming a clothing designer and making his own brand called Vivette. According to Kai, this brand is meant to be more than just streamer merch. It's his creative pivot into fashion, and a way to express a passion outside of content creation. He says he developed it with a focus on craftsmanship and personal meaning, spending time in Italy learning about production and design, and quote, choosing a name that reflects his idea of living beyond one's identity rather than being boxed in by his fame.
It's more like what clothes did for me, and like I've been to Italy for the past 3 months. Like this is my first time I have a passion,
yes,
a true passion for something.
Look at her fucking face. Oh my god, bro. You can't fake it, bro. You can't fake it. I don't even know who she is, but yo, that face, diabolical. Dia-fucking-bolical. You know what I found to be a better solution for that? Give me 1 second. Because when I want to turn on my damn light, I want to turn on my damn light. God damn it, god damn it. Alright. this is completely fucking dead. Well, you gonna get charged up now. One second. There we go. Now it doesn't want to. Fuck. Wow. I have this portable charger and it's just not wanting to work right now. So we're just gonna plug this in here. Wouldn't you know, it works. This is gonna have to charge. I apologize for this taking longer than it should. But yes, Studrilla definitely got a few screws loose and got main character syndrome and jealous of her sister for blowing up when she didn't. And it's like, bitch, if you don't do nothing, you can't expect to blow up. But in today's day and age, the opposite starts happening because, as you see, she does nothing other than start the controversy and she's blowing up.
Thing besides content creation.
I have dreams one day to become a fashion designer and start my own clothing brand.
This was the downfall of society right here. When they have to have a live Twitch chat. I understand this is probably being hosted on Twitch, but I feel like having this brain rot just flood the screen is just disgusting.
Not only that, but at the end of the video, Kai revealed that he'd been secretly uploading to another channel, more focused on the self-improvement type of content. Videos on this channel were things like working out, motivation, and him recording himself reading in order to be able to speak better.
I don't like the way I tend to articulate myself when I talk or try to get a point across, so I think reading is going to help me.
At first, some people were not convinced that this
that's valid.
was moving on, and that there was another one. A few weeks earlier, Kai had announced that he had broken up with his long-term girlfriend Gigi, tweeting, "I'm single. I will never be in another relationship again." This tweet...
He should have kept this shit strictly off the books. Should have just did this shit behind closed doors, quietly, just between them. Once he took this online... What are you doing with this profile picture? Like, come on now. The fuck are you doing? Once you took this online, that just started... It opened Pandora's box. You can't close that shit back.
Led fans to speculate as to what might have happened to cause this breakup, and many began wondering if he or Gigi had cheated on each other. The same day that Kai made his tweet, Gigi made a post on Instagram stating, "I left. Now you want to get on the internet and rush to paint a false narrative about me of a fake Twitter post is insane. I've never cheated on him, and you know that. I have never dealt with that man. Play that sympathetic role somewhere else, please." This resulted in its own media frenzy as speculation went wild as to how this relationship could have possibly ended in the way that it did.
Say I won't. That's just how I'm feeling right now too. So say the wrong thing. I'ma say the wrong shit. Say the wrong shit, and I'm a motherfucker. No cap.
Do what?
I'm a dead ass. You won't. See, look.
It's a story time about how Drew Dennis took my bitch, bro. Me and this girl, we were talking for a little bit. Whatever, we had some plans.
Fuck, I think I broke my shit though.
When it comes to Kai's rebrand, the response to this pivot was mixed to say the least. There was definitely support to...
Talking about how I low-key believe Gigi. I do too. When it came out that YoungBoy literally had no contact with this chick at all, I was like, bruh, Kai, this a bad look. It's like the highest form of damage control done the wrong way. And then this shit here, story time on how Duke Dennis stole my chick. Newsflash, buddy, she wasn't your chick to begin with. Because I'm gonna keep it a grand stack with you. And you might not agree 100% with the terminology I'm gonna use. Yo bitch is gonna be yo bitch. You ain't gotta worry about another nigga out here. Yo female ain't gonna be looking at another nigga in that sense. So yeah, when you out there in public and shit, you know, hey, you gonna be looking at a female, she bad or whatever. Yo chick might be looking at a dude because she find him attractive or whatever. But it's all about if you act on that impulse. Shit, you got some couples out here where the female even say, hey babe, look at that chick, she got a fat ass on her. And it's like you got your woman giving you the okay, hey, look at that fat ass. That's not on me. Kai Cenat publicizing committing to creative hobbies is a cool thing for his young fans to see. Let's see. His young fans, I feel, are going to pivot to Rakai. Because, like I said, he has to stop streaming so Rakai can surpass him because they both are in a similar realm. Two sides of the same fucking coin. One is just younger than the other. Doing the same content. Why would I go watch Kai when Rakai is doing the same thing, if not crazier shit?
Be seen from fans excited that he was moving on with his life in a way that he wanted to, but there was also a negative reaction from the general public.
Performative final boss.
People began making fun of Kai for his videos where he was reading and sometimes had to look up how to pronounce a word and it's.
And see, ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to increase your vocabulary, reading books, trying to sound and actually seem smarter. But the thing is, there's a difference between just trying to sound smart and actually trying to be smart. Performative. If you're trying to sound smart, you're putting on a fucking performance. If you are smart, you ain't performing. You just are.
Spontaneous.
Hold on. I never watched this nigga read, but ain't no way you don't know the word spontaneously or spontaneous. Holy shit. Yeah, rich dude more likely to step out than a girl. Yeah. Yeah.
How do I pronounce that? Spawn.
Carr listened to it and still pronounced it wrong. However, many began defending him as well. This is literally how you teach yourself things, lol. There is nothing to mock here. The world would generally be a better place if more people humbled themselves like this. If I don't know a word, I look it up too. Why is that funny? This is exactly what kids need to see. This is great influence, actually. The biggest contributing factor to the negative reaction was most certainly from viewers calling his second channel performative, meaning what he was doing was mainly to be seen and perceived in a certain way, not purely for genuine growth. Because Kai films himself journaling, reading to improve vocabulary.
Dog. He real like Floyd Mayweather, bruh. Don't get this nigga a Harry Potter book like 50 Cent said. If you could read one page of a Harry Potter book.
And doing reflective activities, critics compared it to someone staging aesthetic habits at a cafe just for the image. People are skeptical because Kai is already extremely wealthy and successful, and everything he does is content by nature. So the transformation feels like a marketing narrative designed to promote Vivette rather than an organic life change.
Because see, when you put your entire life online like that, everything you put on the camera has a reason. You ain't filming yourself making a cup of coffee in the morning for no reason. You're either trying to show off the brand of coffee you're using, the coffee maker, the creamer, the spoon you stir that bitch with, the cup you drink out of. Every little bit of that video is marketing. When you fucking 24/7 your life like Mafiathon, like Who the fuck actually wants to see you showering, shitting, and all of that? Like that's weird mentality, weird behavior.
As an example, at the end of some of his reading videos, Kai would show off to the camera that the timer he set for himself was done, but he continued reading past it anyway.
You can pair a new habit with a specific time and location. The implementation.
Cause see, that's weird mentality. Why are you showing us a fucking alarm clock that you put yourself to read for 5 minutes or 10 minutes a day, and you going past it, nigga? If you exceed the challenges you set for yourself, that's personal. The world don't need to know that. But a nigga like this gotta show everybody everything.
Intention formula is I will behavior and time and location. Habit stacking is a strategy you can use to pair.
Excuse me. Not to mention the nigga don't even stop the timer. So you want us to listen to your alarm clock go off while you're reading? What the fuck's wrong with you? There's like the type of niggas that have a dead smoke detector in the background or a dying smoke detector and don't change the battery, and you just hear beep. That's just weird, bro.
A new habit with a current habit. The habit stacking formula is after current habit, I will new habit, and that is time. Company 123, December 24th. Stating again, I am reading to articulate myself better for the future. See y'all next time. I'm left off at page 79.
See, he's trying to document this shit, and it's like nobody really cares.
240p, despite the fact that he clearly has the money and equipment for better quality. Many people interpreted this as his attempt to seem genuine and down to earth, when in reality it had the opposite effect.
And see, it's like this one YouTuber I watched called Deleted, who is hating on J. Cole right now. Because J. Cole came out with an album called The Fall Off. And it's like, nigga, you weren't necessarily... There was a time where you had your wave, you caught your rhythm and everything. But it's not like you were necessarily the greatest rapper, but you were a part of the top, right? He got this album called The Fall Off, and you see him washing the fucking Lamborghini and shit in the video of the, I guess, the announcement of it or whatever. And it's like, dog, we know you rich, right? You keep trying to play off this persona, this image of, oh, I'm just a humble rapper. I'm not that rich. I'm not that braggadocious and shit. And it's like, nigga, you even said in your songs that you stay low on purpose and you act humble, but you really bougie and you got standards. Like, dog, we know you a nigga with money. Any nigga with money got standards. Like, come on now.
Genuinely pisses me off how performative this talk is. The most performative MF on YouTube right now. Dude is rich AF, but uses a 240p camera quality. Lol, proof that money doesn't unlame you. The examples are almost endless, but a few of the other major critiques people had are Kai recording himself using a sewing machine to assumably make the clothes he would be selling, even though it's very likely the case that these clothes would be made in a factory and not by hand.
I saw this video. I saw this video before, and I'm like, just look at it. Everything is designed to make it look like he's handcrafting every article of clothing that's going to be coming out of his company. We know you're not. 1. 2. I don't know what the fuck you're wearing, but it almost seems like you're trying to imitate or mimic Kanye 1-to-1 with his whole shift to fashion. It ain't working, dog. Even Kanye said that shit wasn't even, easy for him. So it's like, when you do that genre switch, and you see this in real time, motherfuckers will know you for this one thing, but then you step into a whole new realm, and it's like, nigga, who the fuck are you? You are a complete brand new face, no history under your belt. Who are you? What do you do? What do you got? So what I fucking wholeheartedly believe is Kai thinks his streaming community, his fan base is going to 100% translate over to the fashion, and it's not. it's not, and I don't want to say or wish failure on a black content creator or anything like that, but you got to know your markets. And fashion, it just seems completely out of left field. Now, if he was investing or doing some shit with technology, I wouldn't bat an eye. I wouldn't look at it twice. It makes sense. Fashion? Nah, nigga.
Kai listening to a Frank Ocean album. Critics disliked how, again, this came off as Kai trying to seem relatable to fans of Frank Ocean.
Exactly.
Bro, this alien. Oh my gosh. This alien, bro. How do you flow switch like this?
The list of clips that people had problems with was too many to count, and by the time a few days had passed, it became mainstream to make fun of this new rebrand. But
Bro's journal. Did you see? Did you see that? It said Bro's journal had a bunch of fucking. Oh my god. No, this shit was crazy. No, but I figured a journal was gonna be like that, just a bunch of shit taped together. And even then, people really got to look at symbolism and shit, because not to say off jump this is like satanic imagery or anything like that, but you really got to look at the image and see what else throughout history this image has been used for. That's just a fucking side note for a separate video. Bro's journal idea. Crazy.
To make fun of this new rebrand. But whether Kai's rebrand is real or not, if he's serious about launching a fashion brand, he's going to need to figure out inventory management. And honestly, most businesses get this wrong. That's where today's sponsor comes in. Big thanks to Odoo for sponsoring this video. Odoo is an all-in-one platform that covers everything from invoicing and accounting to inventory, project management, website creation, and more. It all works together out of the box, so you're not duct taping 10 different tools together just to keep things running. Their inventory app is built for anyone in retailing, manufacturing, or wholesale who needs real control over their stock. You can organize your shelves, aisles, and racks however you need, and the smart storage rules automatically route products to the right locations so your warehouse stays efficient as you scale. Real-time tracking keeps you updated on stock levels, expiration dates, and product movements, so you're never guessing what you have or where it is. You can see the real-time value of your inventory across every location, trace any product from purchase to sale for full supply chain transparency, and barcode scanning speeds up receiving, picking, and packing so your team moves faster with fewer errors. Your first Odoo app is free for life, including hosting and support. Click the link below to try Odoo Inventory today. With that being said, let's get back into the video. That, however, didn't stop other creators from coming out and trying to defend him. Some would go to TikTok to defend Kai for trying to make a reading habit, saying that this is the type of example that needs to be set for younger audiences.
Kai Cenat is not performative. I don't think you guys know what the fuck that word even means. He's doing every single thing he's intending to do. He's reading, working out, sewing, whatever. I don't care. But he's doing the actual thing. What's performative is you acting like you know how to read. Statistically speaking, most of you do not know how to read.
However,
Facts.
others would respond to this defense, arguing that they thought it was funny regardless.
There's no way y'all about to hop on this app and try to make people feel bad because we making fun of Kai Cenat because he can't read. The nigga is 24 years old and he don't know how to fucking read. He was admitted to a university. He went to college and dropped out. And the nigga don't know how to fucking read, dog. That's hilarious.
Hey, look. Wasn't it the same thing with Fantasia? Fantasia, this widely acclaimed singer, can't fucking read. So it's like no shame, no slight to the people who dropped out of school or had hardships into like why they couldn't finish, like they had difficulties with the family or whatever the fuck. But it get to a point when you get older, you legitimately have to apply yourself. Especially in areas like that where it's like, damn, I don't know how to read past a third grade level. Damn, I don't know how to write. I don't know how to spell my own name. I don't know how to talk past the fucking 5-year comprehension. You gotta up the game.
Y'all are not about to make niggas feel bad for this shit. He's the one who set up the camera.
Whenever
He's the one who set up the camera.
With your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete
something
That's why I say you really got to look at these social media influencers every time they hit record or hit post, hit live, because everything is put on the camera for a reason.
like this happens, it's almost an inevitability that once other creators smell blood in the water, a feeding frenzy will begin. In this case, creators like Bruce Dropomoff threw shots at Kai, calling him performative.
Bro, just show the sweatshop, because you're not going to be in the lab all day, gang. You're just not. Show the sweatshop, bro. You're not doing this shit yourself, bro. The fuck?
You say show the sweatshop.
You know how hard sewing is, gang?
Even his ex-girlfriend Gigi joined in, making an Instagram post alleging that Kai had cheated on her, but she had stayed anyway because he had already caught her talking to some of his friends behind his back first. Y'all know...
Yo. So, the question is, who cheated first? Mind you, her talking to other niggas is a gray area. You can consider it cheating, you can consider it not. I look at it as cheating because you entertaining them motherfuckers and showing interest. Some people might be like, hey, she ain't never link up, she ain't never fuck him, she ain't never kiss him. Bitch, the intent was there. You were setting it up eventually down the line. Or did Kai Cenat slip tip into some other bitch? We don't know.
How it be when you get in a situation and your boyfriend don't want you communicating with your guy friends you had around before him. I respect it. I've admitted since day one I crossed that boundary by answering for him, and I also took accountability and immediately apologized. I'm not afraid to speak my wrongs, but the conversation was never disrespectful. It's also no excuse, but Miss Thickneck, since we are going there, why are you not just telling the full story? Tell him how he got caught having a bee in his crib at 5 AM, and my R just accepted to call it even. I'm the one really hurt, and this triangle back MF was in his messages like, we're gonna get through this. It hurts me when you're hurt. You deserve to be with somebody that loves.
Miss Thickneck, triangle back. What the fuck is going on? This shit evolved into something. Whoa. Whoa, the plot thickens like the neck does. Shit.
You. I'm assuming that somebody is you, huh? Even Soulja Boy had to comment on the situation. The jig is up. WTF happened to Kai Cenat? By now, it seemed like this reaction was not only from Kai's rebrand, but a negativity that had been festering for a while. People saying Kai Cenat is performative isn't some brand new idea. That conversation has been around for months, even years before he decided to rebrand. For a long time, there have been rumors that Kai doesn't actually pick his own music taste, that he might have a stylist or someone behind the scenes telling him what songs are trending.
Yo, that is fucking new. A music stylist? Yo. You know how fucking empty of a person you gotta be where you can't even pick your own fucking music? That's soulless, dog. That's like, you're not even a human at this point. You a fucking bot. You're literally just a clean slate that niggas just download data to and say, go be that. And you be that because you can't be your fucking self. That's sad.
Or culturally relevant. Those rumors really started because of different clips from his streams and concerts where he's vibing to a song but clearly doesn't know the lyrics, or he reacts in a way that feels more like a show than a genuine moment, like randomly taking his shirt off instead of actually engaging with the music. And it's not just music. The same thing has followed him with anime too. One of the biggest examples people bring up is when Kai was talking about One Piece on stream and another guy called him out for not really knowing anything about it. When he got pressed, Kai kind of stumbled and couldn't back up what he was saying, which made a lot of viewers feel like he was just pretending to be into anime to seem more relatable to his audience.
I watched Death Note, I watched One Piece, I watched a little bit of 100.
You watch One Piece?
Yeah.
You watch what? Hey, listen, I'm sorry. One Piece is one of them things you can't say that around anime motherfuckers because that's like one of the top animes that's like over 1,000 episodes, long arcing stories, lovable characters, everything. So it's like you open that bag of nuts, be ready, cause the motherfuckers came to the cook off with hot water. You watch One Piece, got the fucking pot ready. Let's go. Let's get cooking.
It's too long though, bro. Nigga, what last episode you was on?
What the last episode? I'm telling you, bro. Once they hear One Piece, it's over. You got the next 10, 20 minutes of One Piece right there.
Like 100 and
Cab.
It's been a minute, bro. Cause it's been a minute. Cause
Okay, name 3 characters.
Ooh.
Luffy.
Bro. That's number one immediate red flag. When a nigga tell you name 3 characters, you name the first main character and you mispronounce his name. Dead in the water, no life raft. Leave that nigga.
Holy shit. Are you fucking
Holy shit.
Yo, bro.
He's doing it for the clips. It ain't for the clips, man. It ain't for no fucking clips.
That perception of Kai being fake doesn't stop at his interests either. A lot of fans believe his actual streams are more scripted than he lets on, even though they're...
The nigga has a fucking team working behind him. We've seen it. Yes, his streams are scripted. This is known. This ain't no big fucking secret.
presented like real spontaneous moments. There are tons of examples people point to, like the stream with Kevin Hart, where Kevin supposedly got mad about his friend Rakai talking to his daughter, or when he got woken up by getting water dumped on his face. Some viewers felt the whole situation was set up for content rather than something that naturally happened. So when Kai announced this big shift with his new brand and image, a lot of people didn't see it as growth, they saw it as another performance. If he was putting on an act before, why would this be any different? And that's the real problem. Whether it's fair or not, the history of him chasing what's popular has made it hard for people to believe this new version of Kai is completely genuine. This whole idea of Kai being performative also shows up in the way he even announced this rebrand in the first place. Instead of just being direct and saying, hey, I'm launching a clothing brand, he went with the huge clickbait title like I quit, and sure, from a pure YouTube strategy point of view, that's probably the best way to get the most eyeballs on the video. But the problem is, Kai isn't just chasing views with this, he's trying to introduce a new version of himself, this more mature, down-to-earth, authentic persona, and starting that off by tricking people into thinking he's quitting everything kind of works against the message he's trying to send. Then you actually watch the video, and the production makes it even harder to believe it's genuine. There's dramatic music playing in the background while he's talking about his dreams and his vision, and it doesn't feel like a real conversation. It feels more like a scene from a documentary that a marketing team carefully planned out. Instead of coming across like Kai opening up to his audience, it ends up feeling like some Hollywood executive's idea.
If the dude would have had the POV shot, camera right here, holding the whole time, everybody would have loved it. When you do this I quit and everything got 50 fucking camera angles, dog, this is why you're being called performative. You're doing everything for the fucking spectacle of it. Just do the damn thing and stop trying to oversell everything. You quit YouTube. You quit content creating, whatever the fuck it is. Cool. Why did you have to have a whole rollout for that shit? When that shit even looked disingenuous. It's not even like you did one final stream, like, oh, this the last time I go live. No, you're making a video that you can then probably monetize, right? Have running ads on it. So that way, year after year, you make money off of that. Month after month. Like, come on, man.
of how to pull on people's heartstrings and make them emotional without any real emotion actually being there. And what makes that worse is the contrast with the content on his second channel. Over there, he's reading books, lifting weights, talking about motivation, recording himself in 240p, trying to seem like a super ragtag guy that's down to earth and gets it. So seeing that right next to this Hollywood dramatic cinematic rebrand video that probably cost hundreds of thousands of dollars makes it feel like he's trying way too hard to play two different characters at once instead of just being one real person. If Kai wanted this transition to feel believable, he could have looked at creators who actually managed to move outside of internet content in a natural way. A perfect example is Joji. He used to be Filthy Frank, which was about as opposite from his music career as...
Listen, Joji's rebranding, fucking golden. Like, man was just, you can't even call him a lol cow. He was just a meme cow. He had memes for you, bro. Now he's a musical artist. Respectable, lovable, all of that. And it's like, the shit was genuine. If Kai came out tomorrow and said, you know, I'm done being pulled like a puppet, I'm cutting the strings, I'm doing my own thing, fuck the clothing line, I'm just gonna do me. If you see me posting, just know that it genuinely came from me. No script. I just took the camera, went live, and that was it. Do you know how many people would support him going forward with that? But that nigga sold his soul. He sold his soul, so now he has to be the Sambo gesture, the shuck and jive, even though he ain't dancing, shuck and jive for the white man. That's what he got to do now.
You can get. But he didn't make some huge dramatic announcement about, quote, changing his life. He just quietly stepped back,
did it.
focused on the music, and to let the new identity speak for itself.
That's all you gotta do.
Over time, people accepted it because it didn't feel forced.
Wow, it's not some fucking rocket science idea. You just do the thing and do the thing. That's it.
Now, obviously, Kai didn't need to disappear and create a whole new name just to drop a clothing brand, but the way he introduced it could have been so much better. He could have just been honest, talked to his audience like normal, and let the brand grow naturally. Instead, the big clickbait rollout and overproduced video made it feel less like a real evolution and more like another piece of content designed to go viral. And when people already questioned whether he's genuine, that approach just ends up feeding into the exact criticism he's trying to escape. The whole reason Kai Cenat's reading, lifestyle improvement, and fashion journey is getting so much hate is because it comes off as performative. Even if he's being completely genuine, even this video being lower quality compared to his usual crisp 4K 60 FPS content adds to that perception. I mean, good for him for trying to improve himself and all that, but the way he's documenting every step of it for everyone to see just feels performative for a lot of people. Yes, it's a positive that is using his platform to promote lifestyle improvements, but if he had disappeared for 1 to 2 years and then come back with a full timeline/time-lapse video of everything he's been working on, including his fashion brand, it would have been received way better. People would have been...
Somebody made a comment, and it's so true. The Mona Lisa wasn't shown to the public before the Mona Lisa was shown to the public. If you didn't understand it, go back and listen again. The Mona Lisa wasn't shown to the public until the Mona Lisa was shown to the public. Meaning you don't show people the process of what you're doing while you're fucking doing it. Unless you want them to interfere with it or hear the 2 cents and all of that bullshit.
Hearing, aside from the ones who are always going to hate. Despite a mix of negative backlash, Kai is still full steam ahead when it comes to his rebrand, appearing at Paris Fashion Week and showing off his journal of sketches. This was once again called performative by many commenters, which isn't surprising. He's still somehow in the top 10 most current subscribers on Twitch, even though he hasn't streamed in over 4 months. Although he is seemingly fine and unaffected by the negative press on the surface, it is notable that as of writing this, Kai has not posted in almost a month on his second self-improvement channel, perhaps due to how negatively that specific aspect of his brand was perceived. When it comes to Kai's future and whether this whole rebrand actually works, it really comes down to one simple question: does he mean it or not? If he's genuinely trying to grow and become something different, then over time, people will notice that. Even if he's lost some fans in the short term, real effort usually wins people back, and he could end up becoming the kind of creator he wants to be, someone with more layers, more than just loud moments on stream, kind of like how someone like Mr. Beast built an entire empire beyond just YouTube videos, and his clothing brand could still blow up either way. Kai has insane reach, and in fashion, a lot of success comes down to marketing, timing, and whether the designs actually connect with people. Being genuine helps, but at the end of the day, if the clothes are good and the brand catches a wave, it could take off regardless. He might actually have a real eye for that side of things. We just don't know yet. But the other side of this is just as possible. If this whole transformation turns out to be nothing more than dressed up viral marketing, then he risks losing something way more valuable than views. He risks losing trust. The fans that have been with him since the beginning could finally reach a point where they feel like the Kai they supported never really existed, or at least doesn't exist anymore, and that kind of damage is hard to fix. Once people decide you're not authentic, it sticks, and it could become a permanent stain on a reputation that's already been questioned for years. So really, this moment is kind of a turning point for him. He could come out of this more respected and more established than ever, or he could end up proving all the critics right. There's no way to know yet. The only thing that's going to answer that is time, and whether Kai's actions from here on actually match the version of himself he's trying to sell.
Parents of children who play Roblox. If your child was sexually exploited, abused...
Alright, we're just gonna mute that. Yeah, and speaking of Mr. Beast, like, that man pivoted so fucking hard. Like, if you take Mr. Beast, Joji, and Filthy Frank, since Joji's a rebrand name, if you take Mr. Beast, Filthy Frank, and Kai Cenat, all of their rebrandings, Filthy Frank had the best. No scandals, no controversies, no issues, none of that shit. You got Mr. Beast, he's pairing with Logan Paul and what's that fucker's name? Logan Paul, and why do I not know his name? Holy shit. I literally just saw something on him the other day. The other streamer he was gonna fight. KSI. I knew it was a K, but I just couldn't fucking figure out what else. But yeah, and KSI is like, that whole shit was a shit show. You got moldy cheese, moldy food that they're selling kids and shit. The Prime energy drinks from Logan Paul are just garbage. And then you got Kai Cenat trying to rebrand himself from a loud, obnoxious streamer to a fucking clothing mogul, a fashion mogul, and it's not happening. It's not happening. This is my face after that video. This is my face. Alright, yeah, folks, I have this other video here, but this is 40 minutes long, and I'm not going to subject you all to that. I'm about to boot up P5 and get on ARC. So, yeah, I will transition over to that, and I will see you there. His rebrand, low-key failing. LOL and Rakai don't have any longevity. Bro, don't even get me started on Rakai, because I just hate the fact that the world makes the wrong people famous. I'm not saying that I'm trying to be famous, but what I'm saying is that nigga didn't exactly deserve to be famous. You're literally taking the younger version of Kai Cenat and propping him up, saying that, yeah, we want these two versions of the same guy, the older version and the younger version. Why do you think Kai Cenat's quitting streaming? You can't have two people that are in the exact same field competing for views. It's literally going to come down to 6ix9ine versus Trippie Redd. Two niggas on the same level, same label, beefing with each other, and who wins at the end of the day? The label. Twitch. The two streamers don't win. There is no right and wrong in this. You can pick sides if you want. It's two sides of the same fucking coin. One side is a bit cleaner than the other, younger. The other one's dirtier because it has age in the game. Rakai ain't got no fucking longevity at all. I give him 2 years. Because let's not forget, this motherfucker got banned recently after the whole scamming situation when he scammed the streamer on that Fortnite competition. Like, bruh. What did he have? A 2-year ban? Like, bro, you literally got served the longest ban in Twitch history. Get a grip. Get it the fuck together. What are you doing? See, that's why I say it be certain motherfuckers that are famous and it's the wrong person. Because you doing all the shit to speed run your disaster, your downfall. Anyway, man, I ain't trying to get ranted on that shit. I'm gonna just head on over to the arc, back to the arc, and then we gonna catch up on this video on another day. Vigor. I should probably get into this too at some point, but I got it on the P5. We'll see. But all right, yeah, I'm gonna see y'all over there.